Now that I've completed all the rough and finish milling operations, I want to focus on the drilling. It will be irrelevant if I drill these 1/2 inch holes next or the center hole. I'm going to focus on the center hole. And I have to look at the tolerances of each hole to determine what tools I could use. This hole is precast into the part at roughly a 1 inch diameter. So typically a core drill would be used next to open it up to close to its final size. However, a core drill close to this size has a very long flute length, and I don't want to try and fit that into my machine, so I'm going to look at other options. This hole has a very tight tolerance, and that will affect how I make it, as does this. When I go to my drawing and I look up the 1.375 3 decimal place tolerance, it shows me I have plus or minus half a thou, indicating this needs to be a bored or reamed hole. So what I've chosen to do, I'll scroll down in my process plan, is I've chosen to start with an 1.5 inch U-drill. So my 1.5 inch U-drill is a typical U-drill where the length of the flute is 3 times the diameter, and a U-drill will leave a mirror finish and an almost perfect size if used properly. So I've stated what U-drill I will buy and the insert for it. I'm going to spin it at 1050 RPM. I'm going to feed it 10 inches a minute, and I'm going to drill that 1.5 inch hole to the 3.5 inches deep. Then I'm going to get an 1 15/16 spade drill that has the titanium nickel coating on it, and I'll need to get the intermediate length straight shank holder with straight flutes for this insert. I'm going to spin this tool at 384 revolutions per minute and feed it 9 inches a minute. And I'm going to rough the 1 3/8 bore to the 3.56 depth. So it's really only cutting another 60 thou, so the cycle time won't be long, as the tool can wrap it into the hole close to the bottom and then just feed through a bit of air and that last 60 thou. After roughing of the hole with the spade drill, I'm going to get an 1 3/8 straight flute shell reamer. I'll spin it at 200 revolutions per minute and feed it 10 inches a minute. And now I'll ream the 1 3/8 hole to the final diameter and to the 3.56 depth. And in the next video, we'll look at how to finish this part off by machining the 1/2 inch holes.